So that is the first view of the first layout. If you scroll to the right, keep going, here. Okay, this is still on 4-5 channel menu change layout. It's go to the next one, sorry. That guy. Okay, here. This is still layout 1. This is just what layout 1 looks like if there's more than 4 people in the call.
Okay, and the question will be, what's happen if we have more than 16?
Yeah, so you can have 16 people total on the screen at one time. If you have more than 16 people in video chat, I think we support up to like 64 or something like that. Was our goal.
Yeah.
If you have more than that many, then it just needs to prioritize people that are speaking. That's it.
So who speak last?
Yeah, whoever spoke last will always be at the front of the list, and that's it.
Okay.
There's no way here to scroll through users in the video chat or anything like that.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's way too many videos to manage at that point, so we don't really care to do it.
Okay.
Okay, so that's layout 1. It is either 1 through 4 or it is 1 through 16. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go back to the left now. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So this guy. This is actually not a layout. This is just what happens if you pin somebody.
Yeah.
So anytime you pin somebody, they show up like this. Okay.
Okay.
And
so here, like pinned item, so user or desktop, and
yes.
And here it's me. Okay.
Yeah, and here it's me. Yeah. Okay. And then this is just layout 2. Layout 2 will always have the most recent speaker blown up very big, and it will show the last 3 speakers, or sorry, the last 2 speakers and yourself. No, I don't like that. The last 3 speakers. It doesn't always have to be myself here.
Okay.
The last 3 speakers, that will be how this works. So it's always the last 4 speakers, and there's never more than 4 people on this page, regardless of if there's 64 people in video chat. That's layout 2.
Okay.
And I think that's all the layouts. It is, yeah. So it's not complicated. There's 2 layouts, and then there's 1 way to show pinned.
Yeah, okay, makes sense.
So that's it for that. Let's go take a look at mobile though, because I want to make sure that it works the same way on mobile. I think it's actually going to be slightly different. Yeah, okay, so for mobile, there are also just 2 layouts and 1 way to pin somebody. But on mobile, it only can show up to 2 people on the screen like this. And then if you switch the layout, you can see up to 5 people where the last speaker was the one up top.
Okay.
And then you also have the way to pin. That's pinned right there. Yes. You can only see chat bubbles floating over the top of it like this if somebody's pinned. I don't think it works in the other cases.
Okay, and should it have some time here for fade, or it's just for every time? And
that's a good question. Let's keep that in our back pocket. For now, just implement it as if it's always visible up to the 3rd message that's shown, or up to this like distance probably. But yeah, that's an interesting question. Maybe we'll set some time, but it needs to be implemented first before I can feel comfortable answering that. But yeah, that's it for video chat on mobile. So
yeah, it looks and we not need to make any okay, settings.
Yeah, that settings button just shows you the video channel settings.
Okay, this one.
No,
okay.
That's not the same thing. This is clicking on the 3 dots.
Okay.
See, tap on more right there. That says click on the 3 dots. That shows you the shortcut. If you click on the settings button, go back to the beginning of this thing.
One second, I just think. disconnect user, so it's
That's a moderation practice.
Disconnect home if I choose channel and 4. Okay,
If you
let's.
click disconnect user, it just shows you a list of all the users in the channel. You click one of them to disconnect,
Okay.
or you can search by user.
And this one, it's just open.
It's open
channel
video settings.
like, okay.
Video settings. So go to the beginning. It opens this right here. Underneath the third tab, or underneath the third slide. Slide 3. Click on settings. Shows voice and video. It's the quick settings, the same as before in web.
Okay, and so what it have to make?
Well, it has to have input volume, check the mic, output volume, and which is missing from this, I noticed today, and free talk or push to talk.
Okay, yeah, but so output volume. So we have to change like system volume, or this mean, for example, like 50. How to say? 50% from system volume.
Well, what's easier? I think easier is to just change system volume, right?
Yep, and I just think about.
Can you even change input volume here?
Yeah, I will clarify. Okay, I doesn't know.
Yeah, so like I said, this screen doesn't look correct to me, but I do think you should be able to change some settings in there.
Yeah, and as I remember, we doesn't want to show this yet here.
What thing?
I already joined to this channel.
No, it just shows you, so yeah, you wouldn't see already involved.
Okay.
Let's take a look.
And let's talk a little bit about this menu. I just want to refresh it. Okay, so I have like I don't know, video chat at collapsed state, like this, for example, and how I should be able to expand it. Example,
yeah, it needs to be expandable. There needs to be a caret icon that you
can. Okay, so should be able. And down of this, we just show again just the full list without this kind. So just all users in scroll area.
Oh, I remember this conversation. Yeah. What we had decided on was actually that this is a weird kind of, it shows both at the same time. What we wanted was either everybody or just this this indication that there's people in it. And so that's what's like expandable, right? Didn't we talk about that? Where if the list is collapsed, then you would just see these 3 icons plus 3 numbers. That's the list collapsed. The list expanded is everybody listed individually. Do you remember this conversation?
So default state for this row, it will be like this. So big, probably not one row, yeah. And
it would be, it would be 2 rows.
If you press, so like this and this, yeah.
Correct. Yes, that's the list collapsed. Yes.
And if we expand it, so it will be like this, and boom, a lot of users.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
You have it correct. By the way, remember our conversation earlier today about the red dot?
So we doesn't want to have it.
I don't want to show the red dot on every person. I think that looks ridiculous. I just want to show it on anybody that's sharing their screen.
Okay.
And then this live indicator, probably it's the same thing. It live just shows if somebody's sharing their screen. That's how it works on Discord. We should probably do the same thing. Live is somebody sharing their screen. Otherwise, the video chat's active because you can see that there are people in the video chat. I don't like all this redundant information, so I want these red dots to mean something. Does that make sense?
Okay, so as a result, if people share screen or his camera switch on, we have to show this icon.
Not if his camera switched on. Only if
on.
Sharing screen.
Okay, makes sense. Okay, what else?
So I think that's pretty much it for like the individual thing. Now we can talk about video chat settings, because there's quite a few things that we need to discuss about video chat settings.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, 473.
Sorry, 473. Okay.
Yeah, 473. Okay, so about video chat settings.
I don't.
Can you go back to the one that you made dark in the beginning?
But it's not about.
Yeah, so I just have some thoughts about this. First of all, with video chat, I think you should be able to, when you select video chat, there should be, it's voice and video is the name of the channel type. I think you should be able to disable or enable whether or not people can turn their cameras on. How I want that to work is, by default, if you join the chat, your camera is turned off. If you are the admin, you can turn your camera on or off. That's fine. Admin or manager can turn their camera off and on. So this is just what I want. I'm trying to think about the best way to implement that. This would be used for like presentations, but it would also be used for situations where it's just intended for voice chat, not video chat. So maybe there needs to be some kind of permission selector who can share video.
Can you go over that one more time?
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking it through. Okay, so there are two situations where I don't want everyone to share their video, right? Either it's a presentation of some kind, or it's just meant to be a voice chat, not a video chat. Those are the two situations where not everybody should share video.
Okay, so if the channel is a voice channel, then you disable the video.
You just disable video entirely. Nobody can share.
If they start a voice chat in a video chat, who cares? Don't worry about that control. So that control, I don't think really means anything.
Oh, we don't need to have that where nobody can share video.
If the person is presenting, and okay, so like, what if we're in a video call,
right?
And then I start sharing my screen and start presenting. Why would you disable the video streams from everybody else? Just make the video take over the whole area.
That is how it works. You can only see your video and the presentation right now.
Yeah. Who cares if the other people still have video on? Because if I stop sharing my screen, I mean, that's not how it works on anything else.
Okay.
If I stop sharing my screen, I can see everybody else's video. And if they were temporarily disabled, we have to then build a control to turn them all back on, or people have to manually turn them back on. I don't think there's actually a need for that.
Okay, so the only situation that we need to think of is, because we allow for the person sharing their screen to pin automatically for everybody else, we need to control who is allowed to share their screen, right? Because if I'm doing a presentation to my members as an admin, and then somebody else shares their screen, it will take over my presentation. That would be annoying.
But from other side, sometimes, very often, it should work like 5 person can switch on audio, and nobody other can, and other just the listeners. So, and here it looks close for me like editors feature.
Yeah, let's go open up the editors thing. Let's talk about that, because I had a similar idea with it.
So yeah, editors, and can post to this channel. I just doesn't know, should we have like a two groups, one who can post and other who can.
Well, let's say
I think you're talking about the concept of presenters too, Ben.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I think these, instead of editors, these would just be presenters. It's probably can present to this channel or something like that.
And everyone can post.
Yeah, so
messages.
Everyone can present, or only certain group types can present. And that's actually that. Yeah. So what do you think of that, Ryan? So basically, instead of editors, we call these presenters. You can add personas as presenters, and those people can jump in here and share their screen. That's all presentation, right? Does.
Yes.
Okay. Vadam, does that make sense to you? So
yeah, I just want to clarify. So we doesn't want to restrict, for example, post messages. So should we have?
No, we don't want to restrict posting messages. Correct.
So if it's video channel, everyone can post, and we want to restrict only like show video and audio. Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
What do you mean presenters? So only
a presenter is somebody that can share their screen.
But everyone can switch on like sound.
Yeah, video. Everybody can switch on video.
I'm talking about sound. Yeah, because it will be like some crazy man will every time.
La 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 la.
Yeah.
Shut up. Well, here's the thing. That's not really used very often. You can mute people as a moderator, and if they keep interrupting your group, you would just disconnect them. And if they do it a lot, then you just kick them from the group. Like, sorry, you're banned.
Let's have
get the hell out of here.
So
I think that we already have the tools for moderators to deal with a situation like that.
Okay.
What do you think, Ryan? Cool. All right. So yeah, presenter.
I like it.
Cool. So presenter is very specifically just for sharing screen rights.
Oh, okay.
And that means that like, you know what we need? Okay, what we do need is whether or not text chat is enabled in the video chat, because it is possible that the admin just doesn't want this video chat to have a text chat at all.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
So that should go onto channel configurations probably. But looking at this, we'll need to have Elisa redesign this screen actually to match video channel requirements.
Yeah, it will be.
So I'll put together those requirements, and then I'll see if I can get with Elisa and have her make this.
Yeah, if we can make it earlier, then good. But in any way, we have what to do about layouts. Yeah, so it will be like a good amount of work which we not block it. Okay.
Right, and then channel permissions, those work the same way. Like if it's a management or moderators only channel, it's the same thing. It's the video chat is only visible and joinable by that particular.
Okay, we will change nothing. Just to rename editors to presenters for a while. Okay.
Actually, editor and can present instead of can post. That's basically the solution.
Okay.
I'm just looking at like read only. Like read only doesn't make sense here. That would just be gone. I don't even know what all members have access is supposed to mean in context of the regular thing. I feel like that setting doesn't exist. In a regular text chat, what does all members have access mean? Do we even have that button?
No, I think we haven't it. We can just check it.
Yeah, I think that's just not real.
Yeah, it deprecated, so we we just have all, and that's it.
Oh yeah, perfect. Got it. Yep. Okay, and then limits by persona, that also works the same way. You can limit video chat by persona if you so choose. Nothing really exciting about that.
Okay.
That works exactly the same. If it's visible, you can see the channel, but you can't. It's the exact same workflow.
Yeah. While we're here, so if we have like managers chat, yeah, and I don't know why, but for example, we have like make visible. Should members see this chat or not?
I saw that we implemented that.
Yeah, we didn't. We did
make sense, but
why I'm asking, because for the locked screens we have to implement that screen like restricted by person, and I just think, should we have two different kind of screens for locked chats or only one?
Well, last time I looked, we did have those two screens already.
Yeah.
If you make it visible and it's like manager only channel.
Yeah, it's you haven't
access. Yeah, you can see it, and the page looks fine. I personally can't think of a reason why you would do that, but since we've implemented it, and since make visible is off by default, I don't think it matters.
Okay. About this screen, yeah. So we have channel which limited by persona.
Yes.
But sometime it can be limited by, I don't
multiple personas, yeah.
Not on multiple personas. My case is like manual personas. So user haven't any chances, or for example by personas which have no more limit available.
What I want, okay, so let me, this is a good point. What that button should say is just view personas, because that subscribe button is supposed to take you to the personas list.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to subscribe you automatically, so it's kind of misleading. It should say view personas. If this channel is limited by a persona that you don't have access to, like it's manually assignable. Well, first of all, like that's kind of the admin's fault for configuring the group incorrectly. You shouldn't just make a channel visible if people can't get into it. But second of all, like it's still okay. You could go view the personas, realize there's no persona there that lets you access it, and then you'll probably say what the hell and go make a support ticket.
I think the same. Okay, about subscribe.
Just change the text from subscribe to view personas.
Yeah, we just thought should we like hide it at some cases.
No. We don't want it. So I want to make sure. Yeah. So this is a great example of like making sure the admins follow good practices when they set up their groups, and then we'll just have to educate them on how to do things well, because this situation, we don't need to handle the situation. It's the admin's fault for creating a situation where
I know,
group you can see.
For us it's better to not restrict any actions. It's
right.
Sometimes even crazy cases for us.
Maybe there's a group where the admin is like, I want people to see this channel that they can't buy a persona to, so that they'll come to me and say, hey, let me in. Somebody might want that, so I don't think there's any reason that we should try to like solve that for them.
Okay. And I think that's all. Yeah.
That seems like it. Like I showed you, I am